statement from Coach, and we'll go into questions for our student athletes, dismiss them, and do questions for Coach. Oh, you, Coach.
Just really proud of our fourth quarter. I thought, these guys, it's all these guys, the leadership, the poise, the togetherness that I always talk about with this group. That's what got them the win in the fourth. There was a lot of opportunity, to get down, and they just continue to stay together, stay locked in, ramped up our defense. I told them it's going to be our defense and our rebounding in the fourth that's going to win it, and they go out and hold them to 7 points. So just big time effort. Super proud of them. This was a really, really important game to do what we want to do this year. It's all about 1-0, and it's all about day by day, but this was one, I really believe we needed this game. We need every game, and they know that. But again, I'm proud of these guys, and this is what seniors do. This is what veterans do. This is what great players do. They make plays down the stretch, and they lead the team, and these two did an elite job at that tonight.
All right, we've got Genesis Bryant on the left, Adalia McKenzie on the right.
Just for either player, obviously you've been in different games, different situations over your careers. Just what allowed you guys to kind of refocus after that third quarter and come back in the fourth and get a big win for your team?
Yeah, we do this every day in practice. So we do fourth quarters, and I don't know if you're psychic, but we was really up by, we was up by 6 in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left. Yeah. And that was exactly what we had. So we had confidence. We beat the guys yesterday in practice, so we had that same confidence to go in and just make that push. I feel like we were just extra confident and knew that we wasn't going to lose on our home court.
Question for you. I just wanted to use your thoughts on our Brandon and how she defended Merkel tonight.
Brandon?
And her health.
Oh, okay, yeah, but Brandon did a really good job. I feel like Brandon's presence and energy on defense means so much for us. And I feel like she was just really locked in on scout. She knew what to do to help KB, and I think KB did a really good job too on her.
I guess, Jen, just how are you feeling, and what have the last couple days been like to get you ready to play in this game?
Yeah, I feel great. I feel like all our athletic trainers, we've just been in the training room doing everything, rehabbing, treatment, just really committing to that process. I've had this happen a couple of times since I've been here, so just kind of knowing the process, committed to it, and I feel like she did a good job of bringing me back.
40 minutes for you, I think 40 minutes for Kendall. Also, does fatigue ever get to be a factor for you, or do you have to dig down deep to make a run like that in the fourth quarter?
Oh yeah, fatigue definitely does come, but mind over body. Coach Graham would say, "We're not tired. You're not tired." I'm like, "You're right. I'm not." So yeah, just staying focused and pushing through. I don't have no time to take breaks. Right? I want to win. I want to help my team. So just keep pushing. I had a different year in the fourth quarter, and I was praying. So shout out to God.
Along those lines, Dal, what was the fourth quarter approach for you, and what do you think you're stringing together here down the stretch of your senior year?
I would just say my mentality and just staying confident. I feel like at certain moments I kind of got down on myself, just missing shots and not having the best defense. But shout out to my teammates, like they're keeping me poised, they're encouraging me. Like KB was on me all game, and just having confidence. God gave me this gift, and I'm around great people, and I just don't have no time for having doubt or any negativity creep in. So just keeping my mind sharp is my focus.
Adalia, I want to ask back here. The fourth quarter and one, the energy it gave you and the team, and just take me through that moment because you could see the excitement on your face.
Yeah, I love getting in ones, but I think my gum fell out of my mouth. So it kind of ruined my celebration, but it was fun. My teammates give me so much joy, so making big plays, it makes the game fun, and just to get to celebrate with them means a lot.
In the back, for either player, I believe Kendall say that coach had said earlier in the year, like, hey, don't let anyone screw up your senior year. Was that part of the drive and the motivation to kind of turn things around in that fourth quarter?
Yeah, it definitely was. And I love when Coach Green said that because sometimes you can get in your own way. So I just feel like we did a good job with just not being our own enemy and just working hard. And we just have a dog mentality and we're different. And I just love the confidence we're playing with. So
And also just to add on to that, I actually was talking to Brad earlier, and he was like, how many games I got left? And I was like, 5. And I think that just kind of hit me. I was like, oh wow, like we have 5 more regular season games left. So just going all out, giving it our all, and just knowing that our time is kind of ticking here as seniors, and just embracing that and just giving us that extra push for times when we may be tired and stuff, but just knowing that I won't have this all the time.
7 straight win. Just a question for you. 7 straight win. Just what does that mean for you guys, and how did you guys get here?
Yeah, I think it means resilience. I mean, everyone's talking about our story and how we had to battle with adversity all throughout the year, but I feel like it's all throughout all of our years. I feel like every year has been a different type of adversity, but I feel like it has trained us for where we're at right now, and I think we're thriving in it right now. We just are so connected. We're so together. I mean, we know what Coach is going to say before she says. We're pretty much saying it before she comes into the huddle, and I just think it's just a good connection. I always say, like, our superpower is how connected we are, and I feel like that's what's been helping us.
Just kind of playing off of that question, just, you know, to go on a 7-game win streak and maybe do it in different ways. You know, what's been maybe the key to that, and does that experience kind of help you when you're in this situation again like this and you have to come back?
Yeah, we prepare at a high level in practice, and but like we just have a lot of focus, and I'll say humility plays a factor. Like we never want to get too high, we never want to get too low. We want to go 1-0, and it just takes the process and focusing on it and embracing it, and we work on that every day, and it's fun. So when those moments come, we're not shaking up. We prepare for it, and we're ready, and we're confident.
Jen Medall, we've always heard like she's the X factor, and Coach Green kind of replaced her yesterday with Bryn as the. I'm just curious, like, has she kind of like grown? Have you seen her take steps where it's maybe just
No
that?
disrespect.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think she's taking those steps where it's not an X factor anymore? It's just that consistent play.
Yeah, the only one that can defend Dow is Dow. So when Dow is locked in mentally,
Jen, I like that.
Dow is locked in mentally. She's a beast on the court, and I tell that all the time just to stay confident. I know that's my little assist right there, like easy on the basket. She was down on herself, and I said, "Hey, next play, like pick it up," and then she go and get that and one. So it's just the consistency from her that we've had this year, and I'm just so proud of her. I'm glad to be her teammate, and yeah, just going out with a bang this last year.
Jen, for somebody that's had to go from off the ball to on the ball and then back and forth, can you talk about the way Jazz has kind of embraced that role and kind of handled that, especially in her first year here?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. Sometimes I forget that Jazz is still just a sophomore, and she's understanding the system for the first year. And I think especially when teams are pressuring us more, like coming up the court, just trying to find that balance. I think she's done a really great job at that. I mean, for me to be able to sit down just for a little bit as well, I know some of it was foul trouble, but just her being able to run the team and be confident that I can see how that's grown over the course of this season.
All that consistency Jen talked about, where does that come from, and how do you feel that on the court?
I just want to give all glory to God. I mean, I do a lot of praying, and just He giving me a gift, and I don't want to take it for granted. You know, it's my last year, and my faith has helped me a lot, and also my teammates, my coaches, the atmosphere. Like, I'm motivated by that. I have joy every single day. Yeah, it's really the internal factors that play a huge role. It gets me fired up and keeps me going.
The two of you connected a few times on the fast break tonight. Well, what goes into that chemistry where you able to just find each other running down the floor?
This is my sister. But no, she knows my game, and I already know she's gonna throw it. She tells me all the time, "Dow, I'm gonna throw it, so be ready." So just being ready and just knowing each other's game, and she's a really good point guard.
And I also think we just learned each other over the years. Like, Dow is so quick, so if I look over my shoulder, she got to step ahead, I'm throwing it over all the time. And sometimes I do get turnovers in practice and things like that, but I feel like that kind of helps us know, like, okay, I got that step, look for Jen, because she's going to try to pass that ball. And I just feel like it's just a good connection, not only with Dow, but just with all my teammates, honestly.